I have known Donna for about a little over 25 years. During that time, her oldest daughter had just begun to walk, and not to date either one of us, but it was in the 1990s when we met. I officially met Donna at GE Aircraft Engines in Cincinnati, Ohio. She was an executive secretary, and I was on an engineering training program. We had a mutual friend, and he introduced me to Donna and took me over to her area where she was an executive secretary. She was a lot of fun. She didn't remember me then, but she thinks that we met in broadcasting school, but I had actually met her before. It's no secret that Donna wasn't crazy about school. She was good at it when she applied herself, but to get her to do that, well, that was a challenge. I remember sometimes going over to her house to study for a test we were going to have or we would have in broadcasting school, and it took like pulling teeth to get her ready to study for exams. She would find everything to do. She would take care of the baby. She would cook dinner. She would watch television. She would talk on the telephone. But once we got into it and started to study, then everything clicked. I knew that if anybody in our broadcasting school would make it, Donna Franklin would.
The evolution, love, passion, success. My story. Hi, I'm Donna Franklin, and welcome to it. Everything has a beginning. It all began at the age of 7, growing up on the south side of Chicago, Illinois, listening to WVON, E. Rafi Jones, Herb Kent, the Cool Jet, and my favorite, LaDonna Tittle in the middle. In the wee hours of the morning, I'm feeding my baby girl. You too can become a radio broadcaster. Your number one source for jazz and more. We're KTSU 90.9, your community station, the heart and soul of Houston. Good morning. It's Wednesday. It's a beautiful day. You know what? And the weather, absolutely gorgeous. What? That's my next career. I've wanted to do that all my life.
Donna was my third child, and she was my little chocolate child. Not chocolate, but darker than the first two. My husband's family was very fair, and my family, well, we're darker than a paper bag. So I had my first dark child, which as time went on, I found that the in-laws and family members were treating her differently. So I think I gave her more love than maybe I did the rest because everybody dawdled over them.
So upon finishing the Ohio Center for Broadcasting, I was granted a position at WCIN Radio in Cincinnati, Ohio, and that was my dream come true. I started out as an afternoon news anchor, and my mother was my biggest fan.
I remember when Donna first became really interested in radio. She started first at WCIN radio station as a news forecaster. So after every show, I would call Donna and tell Donna, you cannot get that emotionally involved in the news of the day.
And and she listened to me relentlessly. But every time I did a newscast, I'm down. Mom, how did that go?
Just give the news and keep your emotions out of it.
Okay, hold the phone. Okay, KTSU Unplugged. You want some? I want some too. Can we get a little Nat and Frank right now? Frank. Yes. My daughters grew up in this business. I have two daughters, Michelle and Leah Franklin. When I say they grew up in this business, they literally grew up in this business. In Cincinnati, they were just little babies. And whenever I would do a festival or on stage doing something, I would have them with me. And they would be on stage, one on each side of me, standing up, doing their thing. But as I am building this career for me and my family, the effect that it had on my daughters, I didn't realize that until later on when they were grown.
Everybody's always like, oh, your mom's in radio, this, that, and the other. She's a celebrity, she's a superstar. They always are glamorizing it. And to me, I've never had that feeling. I've never thought of my mom as a celebrity or a superstar or anything like that. I just always felt like that's my mom. I don't feel like we live a glamorized or celebrity life. It's just, this has always been what she's done.
It was weird because to me she's not a celebrity. She's a normal person. Like, we're normal just like everyone else. We have to work. We have to make a way for ourselves. So it was no celebrity aspect that I even saw about my mom, because to me she was just like a normal mom. Like, she have to work really hard to get to where she want to be. When I think of celebrity, I don't think of my mother at all. So it was a big disconnect.
So the decisions that you make for your life, they have a tremendous effect on everybody in your family. Don't think for 1 minute that the decisions that you decide to make doesn't affect anybody, because it does.
I feel like it is like that's what my mom really wanted to do. She was like driven and hardworking she had the drive. She had a goal that she wanted to accomplish, and she stayed dedicated and focused to get to where she is today. But my mom, I wish she was around a little bit more growing up. She's is very a demanding career, so she wasn't always around. That's a downfall. But then I look back, I'm just very proud of her, because she accomplished a lot, and she's that's what she wanted to do, so it all worked out.
Yeah, it's a very time-consuming job, but I think others on the outside think of it more highly than what it actually is. To someone else, it may seem like, oh, we've met these people. But all I remember is being young, my mom going to concerts, hosting concerts, saying this. I'm like, okay, hi, we're her daughter. Okay.
So I helped her with, taking care of the children. And in that business, you're always involved in something. So, I guess what she mean, I was there to help her with the children.
I missed their junior high school, and I missed their high school days, because I was busy working and building a career for them that they didn't understand then, but they do have it now.
She did miss a lot. And not only did my mom miss a lot, my dad missed a lot too. So I'm just very blessed to have had my grandma here, because she took the role of kind of two absent parents. But I was very active in high school. I danced and whatnot. My grandma was the one going to my dance competition. She was the one picking me up and dropping me off for stuff. So, yeah, she did miss a lot, but I also feel like...
Oh, you're waiting for an answer?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I was busy thinking. Well, no, in life, when you launch out on a career, you never think, well, she was the first person in radio, so you never think about where it will take you. The job has such fulfillment, I don't even know if we thought about. I'm not even sure she set goals as to where she wanted to go in the business.
Well, Donna Franklin is a radio person. And also, I know she loves to educate. And she loves to teach. And she thinks she might want to do some other stuff, but you know what? Radio is where her heart and her passion is.
At a younger age, I was able to step back and look at the bigger picture probably more than others my age were, so I understood that it was for work.
I don't know about this working relationship. That has been absolutely wonderful. Donna she's a bubbly personality, fun person, and hard worker.
During the stage of my career, I've met some incredible people. And I've met some famous people too. Johnny Cochran. Remember Johnny Cochran, the lawyer for O.J. Simpson? I met him. I took a picture with him. And now he's no longer here. The highlight of my career was the opportunity to interview Al Jarreau. And I call Al Jarreau my husband. His music, I have loved him for years. To get an opportunity to interview Al Jarreau, which, by the way, was his last radio interview before he left this earth, was with me. That was the highlight of my career.
That'll be good.
No, that is real. Al Jarreau.
Oh,
my
bless
gosh.
your heart.
What an honor. And I'm so glad you are here at KTSU.
So thank you very much, my darling. You have been so good to me for years and years and years. This is almost like hometown.
This is your home, away from home.
Oh, it
yes,
is.
It
Oh,
is.
I tell you, we go back a long, long ways. There are people who came and heard me and supported my stuff since the We Got By album, you know, and
yes.
And we're still just doing it, Donna.
Yes, you are.
That's the wild
Yes, you are.
and wonderful, blessed thing.
When you say Al Jarreau, everybody loses their mind. When? Where? How can I do this? When? I mean, that's just who you are.
Do I wish my mom could have been more active in my life? Yes, but I know that it was for a good reason. I know that she wasn't able to come. It's not like she was just sitting at home or laying in the bed watching TV. She literally wasn't at home, so there was no way for her to make it to our extracurricular things.
I kind of was like angry with my mom a little bit because she wasn't around that much. But like as a teenager, and like as I got older, like I realized that like she had to do that so we could like live and stuff. So when you're young, you really don't understand stuff until later on. So I feel like that probably put a wedge between us back then, because I didn't like my mom for the longest. It's like, are you even really like our mom? Because you're never there. So, yeah.
I watched my daughter go through the humiliation, the personality change, and it was hard on her, but it was also hard on me because I could see what it was doing to her.
I think she did good with this career. I feel like my mom, I wish she would have been like, I feel like my mom could have been a good manager like earlier or something, because I'd always tell her that I think she has a personality for management. Like, I wish she would have did this, but like been a manager sooner.
My second encounter with Ms. Donna, I displayed my passion, I feel like, very, very well. And ever since then, she's taken me under her wing and given me the professional relationship that we have today. So all in all, I would say it's been a very, very, very beneficial, great journey knowing Miss Donna Franklin.
It's one of those learning experiences where she took you out of your comfort zone for the best for you, if that makes sense, to better yourself. Because you can sit and you could look at something or look at someone do something, but until you're actually in that position, you're not really gonna fully grasp it.
She's been very, very interactive with the students, and they look at Donna as like Mama Donna, you know. So she's like that motherly person. So she will love on you, but when you're not doing what you're supposed to do, she's going to also make sure she, you know, kind of correct you as well. But that's what mothers do, and that's what good leaders do.
In my personal experiences with Miss Donna, I have never been rubbed in a way to where I feel like she's not approachable. She's definitely one of the more understanding individuals here at the radio station, and I think a lot of that is catered to the fact that she has kids that are our age.
I am very proud of her. She worked very hard to get to where she is, and I feel like the place that she's at right now, she can only go up. Like, she doesn't get the recognition that she deserves, and I'm just proud of where she is today. I just feel like she can only go up from here.
My mom is a vet in this business. She's done a lot of things. She's constantly being praised for her work. And I know a lot of people look up to her as she's trying to exit, but I don't see that happening anytime soon. But I am proud of her.
That's her. She's dedicated to what she does. And she's very good at what she does. And through all of that, I'll have to say she was the shyest child that I had. And whether you believe it or not, she's still shy. But it's a gift from the Almighty, you know. And when He takes you places, He always takes you places you never dreamed of. And He's always sent somebody there to help you when you need it, you know. That's life. But I'm very proud of Donna. And I tease her sometimes and look at her and go, Donna, who would have thought it?
I want to say that Donna Franklin, no matter where you desire to go in life, everything is already within you to be great in anything you desire to do, because you're a great woman. Thank you for being my friend, and it's an honor to work with you.
One of the things that I know to be true, and this is from my friend Al Jarreau. He said, when you love what you do, everything else will follow. Is the journey easy? No. Is it worth it? Yes. If I had to do it all over again, would I? Beyond a shadow of a doubt. So if you have something on your heart, if you have a dream that's in your heart, that's in your spirit, by all means, follow that. Go get it. Is it going to be easy? No. Is it going to be hard? Yes. Will you shed some tears? Yes. Will your heart be broken? Yes. But will it be worth it? Absolutely.
Hi, this is Donna Franklin. Thank you for listening to The Evolution, my passion, my love, my truth. Is it over? No. This is just the beginning. What's next? Stay tuned. If the Lord says the same, you and I will see each other again soon. Take care, my friend. God bless. And always remember to be a blessing. Au revoir.
The Pecan Tree. From the one and only Dr. Joe Sample. Hey, Joe Sample, how are you?
I am doing fine, and I was very happy to hear the pecan tree. We said Fifth Ward, the pecan tree.
I was trying to be, and I would say pecan trees, but I'm trying radio thing on. So.
Right, I know, but in this particular record, when I moved back to Houston basically in '99, all the old memories just started popping up. Everything I used to do, I remember this, I remember that, I remember that. And we used to have this big old pecan tree right at 1720 Brig Heights. The house is gone. The lot is still there. And I remember at nighttime, my brother, myself, and my sister would have to go outside and chase off the nightly raiders.